Previously on Film. What's going on, everybody? My name is Ricky. This is Filmtopia, and I am excited to be here. Really quick, I am having technical difficulties. Give me 1 minute. All right, anyways, all right. Welcome, everybody. My name is Ricky. Thank you for being here. Today, we have another show for you. Welcome to Filmtopia Live, where we talk about all things movies. And like I always say, I consider this to be the most different movie show on the internet. And that is because you don't necessarily know which way we're going to go and what we're going to do. So, today is going to be a little different. I know the past few days we've been, starting off with the vlog and then having interviews towards the end. Today, though, is going to be a little laid back, more chillaxed. On Wednesdays, we will not be having interviews or guests. Instead, we will be vibing out with what's going on. And to be honest, today's a bit of a slow day as far as the news and movie stuff, but that doesn't mean we can't have fun. So with that said, I'm going to welcome everybody in here, but first let's go ahead and welcome our very own Jonah. Jonah, what's going on, my boy?
What's up?
What's up, bro? How are
Not
you?
much. Dude, I'm good. Last night was a great night in sports. I mean, yesterday was insane for everything. And I mean, there's not much movie news today, but I mean, What If did drop an exclusive sneak peek clip. So,
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's today's, like I said, it's it's not as jam-packed or anything or as juicy, but at the end of the day, like, we could talk about something and then we'll end up talking about it for like an hour. Watch. We watch one little mention of What If, and I guarantee you we'll be on that topic for like 30 plus minutes.
oh yeah.
Oh man. But here we go. We're gonna go ahead and say hello to the chat. I've missed the chat. It's like when we go offline, off air, I'm like, dang, I missed the chat. So Loki Monish is first. What's going on, Loki? Thank you for being first. Let's see. Excited to see Oscar is excited to see. Oscar was actually one of the submissions yesterday for the video. So thank you for that, Oscar. Appreciate you. Loki said 30 seconds late, but you know what? We are here now. And Kushal is also here. Thank you so much for being here, Kushal. Kushal and Loki have definitely been here all week. I've seen them in the chat, and obviously also as well Smuggler Steel. Good day, all. So good to see you. So good to see you. Let's see. Pyro Hell is in the house. What's going on, Pyro Hell? It's so funny. So on my end, watch if I pull it up, it says elbow cough. It won't show the actual like emoji or emoticon, whatever you call it. But the elbow cough is this one, the dab.
It's you coughing into your elbow,
Oh
which
yeah.
coincidentally looks like a dab.
Thank you, Kushal. Oh, nice. Megan Wilson is here. Thank you, Megan. It is so great to see you. I have a lot of fun checking out your live, so I'm glad you got to make it to this one. Today is a little different, as I was saying, compared to the last two, so we'll see what kind of fun we can get into today. But since you are here, let's get one of those. Hey, Gabe G says Las Vibras. Vibras, baby. Let's go. I love it. I love it. Ulysses is in the house, my man. Ulysses actually is the only question submitted today. As far as user submitted question, it's actually a topic we didn't get to talk about yesterday, but we'll go ahead and show it, and then we'll talk a little bit about it.
Oh God.
Let's see. Yeah, Smuggler Steel. The What If clip was amazing. Um, it,
I have
it go,
one gripe, but
you,
everything
Jonah
else,
Jonah
everything
has
else,
one gripe. We'll talk
everything
about
else.
it right now. Megan, definitely make sure to come back tomorrow and on Friday. It will be more. The show will be kind of more similar to Mondays and Tuesdays. Tomorrow we have Jared Spink of the Hyde Podcast as the guest. We're gonna have an awesome conversation with him, considering he had an awesome conversation with me when I was on his podcast. So that's gonna be fun. And then Friday, I'm going to talk to my director and what I mean by that. We'll get more into that in a few.
Oh God.
And Emma's in the house. What's going on, Emma? Emma was our first guest actually on Monday. A fellow film Venger says, "Hi, friends, designated hype man." Let's go. Well, with that said, thank you, Emma, for being here, and thank you all of you for being here. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Today, as I was saying, there isn't much to munch on per se, but we're gonna go ahead and try. We'll have Twitter open in case anything drops, in case anything happens. But with that said, also one more thing I wanted to say before we went ahead
There might
and
have been another exclusive look
for what
at
if.
What If. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we'll check it out right now. I'll bring it up on uh on stream. But with that said, and today actually it's gonna be a little bit of having you all help me with some ideas and have some suggestions for some stuff that I have planned for the channel. So that's gonna be fun. Here's my thing. On Wednesdays, full transparency. So on Wednesdays, I want Wednesdays, unless there's some huge stuff, right? But I want Wednesdays to be a little different from Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, Friday, because Wednesdays I don't ever plan to have any guests on the show. And the reason why is because Tuesday evenings is when we do the watch parties, at least here in California, right? Our watch parties are right at midnight, and then they go into the wee hours, and then we do this show in the morning. But the reason why I
Wee
don't want
hours,
to have
3 a.m.
yeah, right. We usually end like at 3 or 4 a.m. But anyways, I would want to make sure that the Wednesdays are free for full spoiler discussions of whatever happened in the show or in the whatever happened the night prior. Hey, do you want to go ahead and mute that? Yeah. Uh, we'll watch it in a bit. We'll watch it in a bit. But so yeah, so Wednesdays are going to be a little bit different, and I'm going to find something to really make Wednesdays feel different but feel just as fun. And so yeah. And then the other thing I wanted to make sure we talked about really quick was, you guys all know Felipe, our graphic designer here at Filmtopia. Well, as you can see, he's done all the graphics, right? So, the name tags, the frames, this, and then that, and then just Felipe is awesome. And all his information is actually linked down below in the description. He has a few openings as far as some work, and he would love to collaborate and take you on as a client if you're looking for something. So definitely go check out Felipe. His Instagram, like I said, 12 Furnos, is linked down below. But Jonah, let's go ahead actually and really quick start off with the question that was submitted by Ulysses yesterday. And this is also in order to show all of you, in case you are new here, this coming week, starting on Monday, I will start using your guys' user submitted questions. You basically drive the topics of the show. This week was mainly I'm trying to show all of you like the format, the template of how it all runs. But then next week it's all you guys. You are going to be able to ask us the question. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hear Ulysses' question. Let's go.
Hello, Filmtopia. Thank you for taking my question again. Today's question is referred to the tweet that A24 production company tweeted a picture of Travis Scott and his script about a movie. My question is, what do you think this movie is about? What do you think it entails? What type of genre it might be? That's one of my questions. My second question is, what is your top 3 favorite Travis Scott songs? And what are your top 3 favorite A24 films? Thank you so much. Vibes.
Thank you for that, Ulysses. We appreciate you, brother. Let's see. So obviously Ulysses is talking about a little something called A24. As you all may know, A24 is this production company that's basically, it's now so well renowned that we start referring to movies as, "Hey, have you seen that new A24 film?" Now that is so powerful. Like that means you're doing something right. Like it's not even like who the director is. It's like, have you seen that new A24 film? Have you seen that new Marvel film? Have you seen that new DC film? Like that is insane. So shout out to A24. A24, we look up to you. You know, that's awesome. But one of the things that came out the other day was A24 put out this picture, which is a script, and it has the emoji, the cactus, which is related to Travis Scott. And Travis Scott is, if you do not know, Travis Scott is uh, a rapper, a worldwide rapper, a musician, and he's one of the most innovative, one of the, I would say, one of the best artists that we have in the world. Uh, and so it's blacked out right here, but essentially that should probably say Utopia. And
No,
it's
it should say Filmtopia.
Thank you for that, Jonah. Thank you for that. Utopia Filmtopia by Travis Scott. And I can't tell if this is a full-blown script. I can't tell if this is a full-blown movie, if it's a short film, if it's a short film / music video. I do not know, but I definitely know it's going to be accompanied with Travis Scott's next album. But the reason why I'm really intrigued with this topic, everybody, is because of the fact that we are living in an era now where I think we're going to see more of this. The reason why I wanted to, like, I'm really excited to talk about it is because this, I think, opens the door to many, many more endeavors like this where we have these creatives, these artists, and I actually misspoke earlier. I said Travis Scott is a rapper. I would like to kind of retract that and say he's just a music artist. Like he's just a super talented music artist, dude. And again, even I might want to retract that because he's transcending music. Now look at him. He's a full blown just creative. And he's always had, in my opinion, like some of the best music videos, some of the best visuals. He's very artsy. He's very like out there, and I love that type of style. It's very stylized. That's a way to put it. But what I want to say is this to me opens the door for so many more artists out there to do this. Jonah, I'll let you like maybe come up with some, but I want to ask you, chat, who do you think out of like the music artists, people like in a different genre outside of filmmaking, who do you think would make like who do you think is the next one to do this? Like to go ahead and basically blend music and film, or just enter into the film realm. I can start off. I have a few people that I think would be absolutely bonkers. Like I think they would make. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna say that I think they can make like Oscar worthy films, like films that are released in the November through January, release date, because that's Oscar season. But one artist in particular that I just feel would be super, super really good at this would be someone by the name of Kendrick Lamar. If you guys don't know, Kendrick Lamar to me is the greatest rapper in the world, the greatest, one of the greatest music artists in the world. But rapping is his just specialty. But he's one of those where he's now transcending that space. And if you guys have ever seen any of his music videos, he's another person that's also in that category where it comes out of nowhere and it's just like, wow, this was incredible. You guys definitely got to see a lot of the music videos he did for his most recent album, which was Damn. But with that said, let me know in the chat if you guys have any sort of artist that you feel would be able to collaborate with a production company such as A24. I know Travis Scott is going to knock it out of the park. The next one I would personally love to see is Kendrick Lamar. And Jonah, I'll let you go on this next one, but I actually have one more after that.
I mean, for me, it's got to be Drake. His work with 100 Thieves has just proven that he's able to produce something. Like, I mean, if Nadeshot and Drake like created a script, like that would be insane. Like, just thinking about that. Like
Drake also did Euphoria, did Top Boy. That's insane.
Yeah. I mean, like Drake is just one of those names that like people will go just to see because his name's there,
Yeah.
and the gaming community like looks up the Nade Shot, and YouTube looks up the Nade Shot now with his work with 100 Thieves, and so many people want to join 100 Thieves,
Yeah.
and um, that's like the end game for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So like if you have those two names on a script, like that's gonna be huge. Like that movie will be huge.
That is, and let's check out the chat really quick. So the chat says, well, Kushal says, "Cheers to you guys for all this professional setup and stream." Hey man, I'm telling you, there was a reason why we took a week off, and it's because I wanted to make sure all of you watching had the best show possible. And to be honest, this isn't even close to its final form. I don't think Filmtopia Live will ever have a final form, to be honest, but it's just always going to be different, and that's why I always say Filmtopia Live is the most different movie show on the internet, and I hope to come through with that. Loki says, I wish What If would come in every Friday. That's their Loki's lucky day. Oh, check this out. Perfect. I am not the only one. So Johnny Martinez says, just wait till Kendrick Lamar drops. We need some Marvel plus Kendrick. And look what that actually resulted in. Yes, we got Kendrick on Black Panther. He executive produced the Black Panther album, which, oh my gosh, that is like, that transcends like a music soundtrack. Like that is so cool. Let's see. Johnny also thinks J. Cole is a great storyteller. He would be pretty good. Let's see. But one more that I wanted to throw in there, and that is, I don't know if you guys have been keeping up, but The Weeknd has had a year worth of like, have you guys seen him where he's been dressed up as like this character with the red jacket? He's been dressed up as this character with the red jacket for his After Hours album, and he is now getting into the acting space. And I would love for an A24 and Abel The Weeknd collab. But yes, let's see. Tiger Master says there's going to be an Ariana Grande skin on Fortnite. I did not know that, but hey, maybe
Cool.
Ariana Grande could be someone else that makes a film soon. I see Indian Sainik is in the house. What's going on, Indian Sainik? Thank you for being here. But yeah, so that kind of just wraps up. But also, Ulysses asked us what's our top 3 songs and our top 3 A24 films. Well, I think I can speak for both of us on the A24 film for me and Jonah. But as far as the songs go, I'm gonna go with I love I'm blanking right now. I had it. The one with Drake. Uh, it's on Astro World. I can't think of it right now.
I got you. Give me 1 second.
Sicko Mode. Okay, Sicko Mode,
Yeah.
Goosebumps, and there's this other one with Nav. So those 3 are my top 3 Travis Scott songs. I really enjoy those. Jonah,
Mine are very similar, actually.
who do you got?
I have Goosebumps. I have oh gosh, which one was it? 5% Tint, and
Ooh, I can hear that right
oh gosh, what was the other one?
now. We
My
both
brother,
showed
my
it.
brother showed me it the other night,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, dang, that one's really good." I just don't remember which album it was in. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I don't remember the album.
Well, while you remember that, let me give the top A24 films. All right. So the top A24 films, the top 3 in my opinion, are, and let me know right now if you are a fan of both Travis Scott or the A24 production house that basically produces a lot of movies that are like very that are very good and have been out for a few years. So I'm gonna give you guys my top 3 really quick. My top 3 are The Witch by Robert Eggers. I just, that's my favorite horror movie of all time, or folklore story, whatever you want to genre it in. That's my favorite A24 film. Secondly, Uncut Gems by the Safdie brothers and Adina Menzel and Adam Sandler. By the way, this is an Adam Sandler stan account. Filmtopia is, just letting you guys know. There's Adam Sandler can do no wrong with his movies. But number three for me is Ari Aster's Hereditary. That movie and The Witch are my favorite just horror movies that I've ever seen. They are so stylized, but they're so well done. It's incredible. It's incredible. I cannot wait till their next projects that are actually on the way. Ari Aster is actually working with Joaquin Phoenix for his next film. I can't remember the name right now. It's something Boulevard or something like that. And Boulevard then Robert Eggers. Oh gosh. Anyways, so yeah, Robert Eggers is actually finishing up. It's in post production right now. It's called The Northman, and that one is filled with it's William Dafoe, Anya Joy Taylor, and a few others that it's gonna be like, it's probably gonna supersede now, replace the two movies that they already have in my top three.
The other song was Franchise.
Oh, dude, the one. Have you guys seen the music video for that? Actually, we're gonna get into a little bit towards the end of the show. I'm gonna talk a little bit about something music video-ish. Let's see. Smuggler Steel says, "Hey, I freely admit this is totally out of my wheelhouse, but this topic is interesting." Well, thank you.
Same.
And that's the thing.
Same.
At the end of the day, we're hoping that just movies are able to transcend whatever it is, our understanding of it, and we'll help you along the way if you're not too familiar with it. So, thank you for that, Smuggler Steel. Thanks for being open, and probably a lot of people are gonna now feel the same way, or feel okay to feel the same way. And Johnny says, "Give me your top three Kendrick." Oh God. No, I can't do it now. I'll come back tomorrow. How about that, Johnny? I'll come back tomorrow with my top three of Kendrick.
Full send. First three that come to mind. Full send right now.
Oh God. Pride. Let's see.
We got to put you on the spot sometime.
Good Kid, Mad City, and oh man, the one it's on. Damn. Or no, it's on To Pimp a Butterfly. It's the first one.
Wesley's Theory.
Yep. And actually, it's not Pride. The one I'm thinking about on the Damn album, it's not Pride. It's the one where I'm not Element. That's the one. Element is my favorite one. And speaking of music videos, and look at like his direction on that music video, it's insane. Let's see. Dominic says, "What's up, Dominic? By the way, how you doing? Thank you for being here." A24 Bling Ring is awesome. Just watched it last night. I gotta watch that, but I've heard great things as well. Let's see. Okay. Logie Mona says my favorite is Marshmallow. Okay. Ulysses says Bad would be dope. Nice. Wait, I think Bad would be dope. I think he's saying, I don't know. I'll come back to that one. Ulysses also says for the Travis Scott songs, Maria, I'm Drunk is one of my top songs. That one's pretty good. Yeah, no worries. Let's see. Tiger Master says the favorite artist is Ariana Grande and The Weeknd. The movie is about the Kardashians. That's too funny, man. All right. Well, with that said, I just want to say thank you for indulging us in that topic for a bit. And like I said, Ulysses, thank you for the submission on that. As you all know, the audience, our community, our fellow Filmtopians will drive our topics for next week's show. So make sure to start getting ready to send those in. And so, yeah. So with that said, Jonah, let's go ahead and get into some more familiar territory, if that's cool with you.
No, unfamiliarity. Let's do it. No, I'm trying.
Unfamiliar.
Yeah, please give me something familiar.
How about this? How about we go back to a little something called What If?
So you mean the rest of the show?
Probably. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's talk about everything else before we get to What If, because we saw what happened yesterday. And we both know that we're both more familiar with the other two topics. So Either one.
That's true.
Save What If because we're gonna go on forever about that because I have a lot to talk about.
Okay. Well, everybody, then let's go ahead and talk about a little something called the Suicide Squad. Sound good? And speaking of which,
Starro.
speaking of which, you know how earlier I was saying if you have any sort of a graphic design, you guys need something done with graphic design, let my boy Felipe know. Felipe is linked down below. It's like the first thing in the description box. Make sure to reach out to him on Instagram. But let me go ahead and show you a little something that he created. Guys, right now in the
Clean.
in the chat, I need you guys to type in like fire if you think it's good, or water if it's not that fire. But I personally think that it is so good. Like that is a beautiful, beautiful Photoshop. When he sent it to me, I was taken aback because I was like, was I really there? was I there with James Gunn? Was James Gunn? Did he have his arm on my shoulder? Was I polka dot man? But yeah, let us know in the chat. But what I wanted to talk about, Jonah, was it is a few days away, correct?
It's a day away
Yeah.
technically.
Oh, there you go. It's a day away. The Suicide Squad is a day away, and I'm pretty excited about it. Like I'm seriously, like actually really excited about it. I do see Ulysses is in the chat. Threw in a super chat, says I was typing this question about the Suicide Squad. Well, thank you for that, Ulysses. That's awesome, my man. I super duper appreciate your constant super chat support. By the way, anybody, if you guys ever have some sort of super chat question or anything, the super chat is there now. I still can't believe that we are a monetized channel. That is insane. But Ulysses, thank you for that super chat, my man. I appreciate you very, very much. And yeah, so really quick to talk about a little bit about the Suicide Squad. I'm more familiar myself with Marvel things than I am with DC stuff. But the thing about this particular film in the DC EU or just wherever it may lie, it's got James Gunn. James freaking Gunn. Like it's not just a director, it's the James Gunn. Maybe that's why he called it the Suicide Squad. But obviously, DC is coming off of the fail that was Suicide Squad by David Ayers. But again, actually, let me retract that. It wasn't necessarily by David Ayers. It was the studio cut. Hey, by the way, type in the chat, release the Ayer cut. I would love to see the Ayer cut. I would love to see Jared Leto's full exploration into his Joker. So yeah, release the Ayer cut. The Snyder cut was a success, a massive success. Let's get the Ayer cut out. But
I think that the Snyder cut paved the way for a lot of things in the future. Like a lot of director's cuts can start coming out. Like we might see like the Last Jedi director cut. Like you never know what we might see. Like
you know what I want to see, and now that you're in that realm, I want to see the Rise of Skywalker, Abrams cut, because in that one, from what I've just heard or read, and again, it's not anything official, but JJ was pretty
actually have a role.
Yeah, JJ was actually pretty disappointed in how his movie was like kind of turned into or whatever.
Finalized.
But yeah, finalized. I think that's a better word. But what I had heard was that there was like the scene I wanted in The Rise of Skywalker for me personally was I wanted Anakin to show up in some shape or form, not in a voice, because to me that is the Skywalker saga. Not having Anakin be some part of the ending of the Sith to me was a huge miss. But again, that's what I think is in the JJ cut, in the Abrams cut, is I think there was Force Ghosts. But
and I think that he didn't end it with Rey Skywalker.
Yeah, I don't know if that happened, but I will say to your point,
it's a very Disney thing. Like that's the only reason why I knew that happened. Like, is it's very Disney. It's like, well, we need the brand. We need branding.
Yeah.
Let's make this character a Skywalker.
Yeah. And here's the thing, right? At the end of the day, when I put on my producer hat or like my studio hat, I see that, I understand that. But at the end of the day, what will work more long term, and what will actually um, gain you the profits, or like the money you're like intending for, is if you tell a good story. At the end of the day,
With a small
story
child.
story is king and queen, and nothing can beat that. You could have the best camera in the world, you could have the best visuals, you could have the best microphone, anything, but so long as your story is intact and it's something good, that's what it comes down to, at least in my opinion. um but going back to the Suicide Squad, it comes out tomorrow, Friday, or at midnight. So in the chat, really quick, for those of you that are here this morning, let me know if you all would be interested in doing a watch party for that. Here, how about this? How about I go ahead and type in what are those called?
Poll.
A poll. Yeah, a poll. So Jonah, really quick, maybe in the meantime you can talk a little bit about your excitement for the movie, or just
Yeah.
just your general thoughts.
I mean, I haven't been this excited for a DC movie in a long time. Like, I think the most recent DC movie that I actually was super excited for was the original Aquaman. Prior to knowledge that we now know of involving Aquaman. But like, I'm not like, there is nothing wrong with this movie so far that I've seen. Like, everything looks great. The acting looks great. The actors look like they want to do another movie, which is always a great thing.
Mm-hmm.
In order to continue making money for Universe, or not Universal. Is it Universal?
No, it's Warner Brothers. Oh, sorry.
Warner Brothers. Yes, thank
Yeah.
you. I don't know why my head was just like, oh, Universal and Warner Brothers are right next to each other, like as far as like backlots and parks. So I was just like, they're the same thing, but they're not. But yeah, for Warner Brothers to actually start making money, I just always bundle them together because Universal's also not the best at treating movies right.
Oh man. Well, with that said, chat, I went ahead and put the. Oh, I think I did. Did I?
I don't know. I don't see
Let me
it.
know if the poll. Okay,
there
there's
it
the
is.
poll. Okay, so the poll is now live as far as should I do a watch party for the Suicide Squad tomorrow? Because obviously it's coming out in theaters, but I am personally not going to theaters yet for that. So I will be watching it on HBO Max. But why watch it alone when I could watch it with all of you? But yeah, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the poll. It is there, and so far, yes, I'll be there is winning. But with that said, if you guys want, we could we could show you guys again this amazing picture. The other thing or check this out. What do you guys think of this one? What do you guys think of this picture? Oh man. So I finally realized, like, I'm like, all right, so if I was buff, this is what I would look like.
The
Oh, man.
tattoos.
And tattoos, exactly. Felipe, you are a master, my good sir. But really quick on my end, right, as far as what I think about the movie, or what I think about the energy around this movie, right? I think for more than anything, that's probably the thing that sticks out the most to me currently, is the energy of the movie is so much different than everything DC's done so far. I don't know. No, actually, I do know. It is the James Gunn effect, but on top of the James Gunn effect, it's the fact that they picked off a Marvel head, right? One of the heads over at Marvel, director-wise, and they brought that secret sauce and they sprinkled it on this the Suicide Squad that's coming out tomorrow. And I think that's really, really, really good. And I think that's something that I hope Warner Brothers is able to take from this, which is trust in your artists, trust in the people that you bring on. I don't necessarily think like you have to meddle as much as you think you do, because at the end of the day, obviously, you get a cut right from the director, and as a studio head, if you're not a filmmaker, if you're not a nerd like us or a filmtopian, you might think, man, this is too mature, or this is too bloody, or this is too, whatever the reason is, whatever you think might be wrong with the movie might actually be what's right with the movie. It might be what gets that movie to go, to that next stratosphere. And you're going to see with the Suicide Squad, and I really, really wish, man, this could have been released in a where we are right now in the world stage. This easily, I think, would have been a $150 million movie, box office wise, as far as the first weekend. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and I don't even know if it's going to break Black Widow, because it is R-rated. But I mean, time will tell.
I don't think it will break Black Widow, but it will create close to what it did on opening weekend.
Because Black Widow did what, 90 million? It didn't break 100, but it did around 90 domestically.
Because the other thing is, well, technically it did 150, right? Because of the Disney Plus. So
true.
HBO Max does not charge you for the movie like Disney Plus does. So they only charge you for your subscription. So they're not making money off of anyone that watches it on HBO Max.
Yeah.
Whereas with Disney, they're making money off of people who watch on Disney Plus. So I don't think it's going to produce anywhere near the numbers of Black Widow's total.
Yeah.
But it could challenge it for actual box office numbers.
I hope so. I'm rooting for this movie, because if this movie succeeds, I think that the DCEU will have a better starting point. I personally think that they're restarting everything with Flashpoint, the Flash movie. And I think that's a good idea. I think they need that. But I really, really hope that the Suicide Squad, and especially with James Gunn at the helm and being in the ear of the executives and being like, hey, maybe don't do this or do this, because they've seemed to really support James. And from what I've read is that James had full 100% creative control. Like, there has been nothing changed that hasn't been his vision.
Approval.
And so that is very, very important for future filmmakers that are trying to take on DC type projects. So, Root, go watch. I'm going to be watching, like I said, on HBO Max. And actually, let me check the poll really quick. I have not. So we're at 50-50. So yes, I'll be there, or no, just wait for What If. And we're actually going into internet inception right now. But
God.
but we're at 50%. So we'll see. I don't know. But definitely check out that poll right now. It's in the comments right now. Let me know if you guys want me to stream tomorrow The Suicide Squad. And let's vibe. But let's see. Let's go back to the chat. The chat says polka dots look to be your jam. Well, thank you, Smuggler Steel. I appreciate that. And actually, I don't know if I'm going to say this on air or off air, but I have a...
Well, you already started saying it on air, so might as well say it on air.
Well, I want to, when I bring it to the people, I want it to be like nice and packaged. But I will say something similar to those polka dots I've got kind of going on in my head. But I'll explain that a little. I didn't explain anything right now, but I'll explain that a little later. Let's see.
I already know where this is going.
Stories Bime Gamer says, where are you from? We are in California. I am from San Diego. Yes. And you know what? Thank you for the comment, Stories. I appreciate that. I don't get told that often. But let's see. We need a 5-hour movie from DC.
We got that.
We did. And it was, I think it was a success. The Snyder Cut. I haven't seen it. Dude, go watch it, because the Snyder Cut
I don't have time.
It's so much. Oh my God. How can I explain it? It's like
It's
It's
so much better,
it's
yes, I know, but,
it.
like, I just haven't had time. I don't have time to sit down for 6 hours and watch a movie.
How about
Like,
how about this? How about
yeah,
this? How about this? You watch that. I watched the Bad Batch. End of
deal.
discussion.
Alright, I'm watching it today. You
All
better catch up.
right. Oh gosh. Let's see. The Smuggler Steel says the first Suicide Squad had so many fingers in the pie. It felt like two different movies. Yep, exactly. Stapled together by someone with their hands tied behind their back. And as we know, David Ayer is actually coming out most recently defending his vision of the movie and saying like, "Yo, I don't want to be a I'm rephrasing this, but he's basically saying I don't really want to be attached to that old Suicide Squad movie because that's not my movie. That is the studio's version. I made a different movie. It's ready to go. Let me know when you guys want it." But release the Ayer cut. Loki says, "Rick, this photo make it a profile pic." I might. I just might. I just might. Rick Cena. Oh man, that's another one I should get photoshopped onto actually. Yes, and I like this point from Smuggler Steel. It says, "To be fair," and it's funny. I said I like this point, but I only read the first part. When I bring up comments, guys, I sometimes read all of it or not all of it, but yeah, I just thought that was funny. But Smuggler Steel says, "To be fair to studio heads, they have a lot of interest to serve," which is very, very true. That's why when I put on my studio slash producer hat, totally understand that. Film ratings groups, investors, continued growth, and so on. It can't be easy, and obviously there are a lot of who fail to balance the things. So on all your points, you're absolutely correct. But what I guess what I'm trying to get across though is when you place these properties, I guess this is what I'm trying to say. When you pick the people that are going to run these properties or that are going to show run these properties, that are going to direct them, going to create them, write them, I personally think that vetting process, the interest to serve, film ratings, all that stuff should be considered prior to you hiring them. When you hire them, you got to hire them because of what they bring to the table, not because of what they, maybe they're, you know what I'm saying? So I really want to see directors be brought on, and this goes for all studios. This is for, and I'm looking at you, Star Wars, Lucasfilm, because I really, really want Star Wars to get back to like I want it to be the best IP on Earth again, and I think it can do that. But I just really want to see someone like Deborah Chow kill it on the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and I think looking at The Mandalorian with Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni, I think again those are examples of what I'm talking about, which is you pick them, now trust them. That's where I kind of want to go with that. And Josh from NY says, "Vibes, baby. Let's go, Josh. Love to have you here." Josh is funny, man. Josh, by the way, every should I give them the clout they're all right, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. So on social media, by the way, you can follow us on Instagram down below. Everything's linked. But the other day I woke up or I was doing something and I get this notification and you guys won't believe what it says. I'm minding my business, just this is random, couldn't believe it. And it said and I promise you it's not me. It says Captain Filmtopia started following you on Instagram. At Captain Filmtopia. Yes, you heard that right. As a matter of fact, dude, this is hilarious.
Oh god.
It's hilarious because I'm flattered, but I'm also like, okay, who is it? Like, I know it's probably you, Jonah. It's probably a Chaos Twin.
Not me. It's not me. I'm telling you, it's not me. You've seen my conversation with that person. It's not me.
Okay, everybody. So this is what I'm talking about. Captain Philtopia is live. It says we stand Ricky Acosta. Everything Captain Filmtopia, the vibes. I don't know if to be concerned, I don't know if to be flattered, or I don't know if to be proud, but to be honest, I'm all those things. Whoever you are, whether it's a joke or not, I appreciate the the thought. But yeah, Josh, I did see Oh man, this is pretty good. Yeah, I'm like very very.
Click
I
on
don't
the
know who
story. Click on the story.
would it play. I don't know because it's not logged in. Oh yeah, I gotta log in. But
Oh,
no, but that's the thing. Go to my Instagram and I reposted one of their stories. Again, going back to I'm one of those where it's like I take this in jest and I actually appreciate it. So I'm not mad at this, but I will say just so you guys know, it's not it's not me.
it's not me either.
Yeah, yeah, dude. And Smuggler Steel says, imitation is a form of flattery, as the saying goes. And to be honest, and
It's
that's what I'm
also a
saying.
we
Yeah.
thing.
Oh god. Oh gosh, dude. But Joda, and it's funny. Yeah, if we could share what it is, that was told to you, right? You DM'd this, right?
Yeah.
You DM'd, yo, just out of curiosity, who is this? And they wrote back, uh,
It's not a me thing, it's a we thing. Thanks for the follow and hope you enjoy the content vibes.
vibes, baby. To whoever you are, Captain Filmtopia, I appreciate it, and why not keep it going? You know, as long as it's respectful, as long as it's inclusive, and it stands for everything that we do here, totally fine. The minute it goes sideways, I will be taking action. So let's keep it positive, guys. Let's keep it positive. Uh, but yeah, that's a funny one.
Oh
Um,
gosh.
the other thing, speaking of some news, and we don't have any more user submitted questions for the day, so it's kind of more of a free for all from here on out. One of the other things that came up yesterday that we didn't get to talk about was Star Wars, the Lego series that they're gonna have coming
Yeah.
out in December. And while
Terrifying tales.
at first, dude, I chuckled and I was like, okay, good one. But then I thought about it, I'm like, dude, this is actually the first piece of content that we get post the Rise of Skywalker. So this is supposed to take place in
Technically the second. Technically.
uh
Wait. When did I didn't rewatch the holiday special, but I think it
No.
takes place after episode 9.
but I think the holiday special wasn't I don't think it takes
canon.
place. Check this out. Okay, so where is it? Okay, so as you guys can see, Star Wars stuff. Lego Star Wars Terrifying Tales coming to Disney Plus on October 1st. Lego Star Wars Terrifying Tales will be set after Episode 9 and will visit Mustafar, where Darth Vader's castle is being turned into a Sith-inspired luxury hotel by the greedy and conniving Grabala the Hutt. And while everything, literally, watch, check this. Oh no,
It does
Well,
take place after episode 9.
yeah. Well, I was gonna say, for me, all the way up until this part right here, I was like hooked, bro. I was like, oh my gosh, like let's go. And then we get to this part, and then it's okay. It's the Lego, right? We get it now. Like it's the Lego Star Wars. But let's show you guys the picture.
The picture is sick.
The picture is so cool. That's what I wanted to say. Is like the picture. I love like the all the branding in this, like the way it looks. You got the Death Star half blown up top. So yeah,
That's
man.
the second Death Star, not blown up.
Let's see. And where are we? So I want to know what you guys think as far as your, I guess, excitement level for Star Wars, Lego Star Wars Terrifying Tales. As I said, up until this point in it, I was very, very like super hooked.
10 out of 10 excitement level. Oh my
10 out of-
gosh.
Exactly.
Let's go.
I'll read it one more
I'm gonna
time.
meme this. I'm gonna meme this so much, and we're all gonna love it by the time this comes out.
I'm gonna read it one more time because, and I'm here. I'll read it like this. I'll read it like this.
No.
All right.
Too deep. Too deep.
All right, too deep, too deep. All right, let's go.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Do I
There it
make a
is.
little bit of sense? Okay,
There.
I think I got it. Alright. Lego Star Wars. Terrifying tales will be set after Episode 9, and we'll visit Mustafar, where Darth Vader's castle is being turned into a Sith-inspired
luxury hotel by the greedy and conniving Grabba of the Hutt.
There you go. That's how, in my head, that's how I read it. Oh gosh, man. So
Fair
yeah, that's what goes on in my head.
But honestly, I think this is the least exciting Star Wars news that has come out in the last like 2 days.
Yeah.
The hotel, dude.
Dude, thank you for that beautiful, beautiful transition. I have to bring this up, everybody. Oh, actually, I didn't bring it up here, so we'll actually look for it. I'm pretty sure I liked it.
Pretty sure he does, but he never did.
Here we go. Scott Gustin, man. He is like a source, like a reliable source. I actually follow, or maybe I don't. Now I follow him. But I definitely, I've seen a lot of his tweets, and they're super, super informative, and I really like it. But check this out, y'all. I don't know if you all have heard, but there's supposed to be this Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser type of role-playing staycation, if that makes any sense. Jonah, do you have a better way of explaining all that?
Yeah. LARPing meets Disney meets hotel.
So
Become a
essentially,
Jedi today.
essentially, guys, this is, if it will pull up. Okay, and well, yeah, it's expensive. That I will say, I can't deny that. But essentially, this this whole experience is a stay at a hotel of sorts, where you go for 2 days, and it's a 2-day trip type of thing, but you're basically and mainly inside this one hotel that's supposed to be a Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser.
It's supposed to be like an immersive experience. Like once you're in there, there's like, I think that they like have cell blocking service in there or something.
Wow.
Just so that it's immersive. Just so that it's immersive. Like I'm sure like if you need like to do like an emergency call or something, you can go outside. But like inside, they are trying to make it as immersive as possible, and like you're in Star Wars. Like that's like, I don't know who's been on Rise of the Resistance or not in the chat, but it's like that, but more.
Yeah. So again, going back to that immersive experience, Disney, I believe this is in Walt Disney World, right? At Walt Disney World. So this is going to be first debuted, or maybe even it's just at Walt Disney World. And again, you basically enter this hotel, and maybe they might have cell blocking service, but it's one of those things where it's like you put everything away and you are in the Star Wars universe for that weekend, or for those 2 days that you are there. There is a YouTube video currently on the Imagineers who came up with it. And they talk about all the things. Also, they just put out some new promo today. And as a matter of fact, I think, let's see. Here we go. I'll just go to my likes really quick because I know it's there. Let's see. Oh, here you go. So here's the video.
For the first time, it's real. We've traveled to the far reaches of the galaxy. We got recruited by the Resistance.
Oh, that's so cool.
Now we're ready.
Come on, Dad. We gotta go save the ship.
No. We're gonna save the galaxy.
Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. It's a 2-night adventure launching in 2022. In the chat right now, let me know your hype level for this. I got chills. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but I got chills because like when I hear the dun 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 dun, like that always gives me chills. Oh my god. Anyways, Rise of the Resistance I think is just a slight preview into this, because in Rise of the Resistance, all the crew and cast there are in character. So Jonah and Lizzie actually have a funny story on that. How about you tell them a little bit about what you did to the Rise of the Resistance, or to the First Order troops?
I didn't do anything
Oh,
except
okay.
not.
Got it.
I mean, I didn't do what he wanted me to do, but I wasn't the one that walked up to him and sassed him in his face.
It was so funny. So me, I was like, I was like the good boy, and I was just like, oh, sorry,
He
sorry.
was the oh, I got captured. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Accept defeat.
I was like, I'm sorry, sir. Where do you want me to go? And then he was like, come here. And I was like, okay. He's like, go in there. And then to Jonah and Lizzie, since they were they were like talking smack to him, he made them wait for like a minute until they like could go into the where we were supposed to go. It was pretty funny.
He delayed the ride because we were just
Exactly. But here's a quick sneak peek into the sample standard cabin rates. Now, I think I just asked who's excited about this. That's a different question than if you're gonna go, because check this out. This I can't lie, man. This is pretty expensive. So Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser rates vary depending on your voyage departure date. That's so cool. Like, they really want you to be immersed in this. The number of guests in your cabin and your cabin type. We look forward to sharing more details about this when you'll be able to book this experience at a later time. But for 2 guests per cabin, so me and Mrs. Filmtopia,
Olivia.
Olivia, where are you at? But $1,209 per. Oh my God, that's per guest. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Or 4,809 for the voyage total. Don't know what that means.
It's probably the details down below.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, you guys can read it. You guys can see it. 889 per guest if it's 3 guests per cabin, which is 2 adults, 1 child, or 4 guests per cabin, which is 3 adults and 1 child, would be $749 a night. Reading those numbers, I think I can wait. I can wait a little.
No, you can't.
If you got the super chat button is there if anybody wants to send us there. Oh gosh, no, please save your money. We will. You know what? Our goal, right? So one of the other things I want to implement on the channel, and it's
Be
actually
there opening day. Done. Got it. All right. Who's with me? Let's get Rick there.
Check this out, right? If we continue to grow Filmtopia and we continue to grow our community, who knows, man? Maybe Disney will one day take note of us and maybe want to bring us on this. One thing that I want to possibly do a little bit more of and integrate it with, everything going on. Hold on. And integrate it with everything we got going on is I'm actually a huge Disneyland fan, and like that's my it makes me super happy, man. And because of that, I would want to bring that same happiness to y'all. So there might be some more Disneyland content on the channel. And I take inspiration. I take inspiration from tomorrow's guest, Jared Spink. Tomorrow, Jared Spink will be on as our guest. We will have an awesome conversation with him. But I actually take a little bit of inspiration as far as wanting to integrate the Disneyland portion to this channel, because he actually recently did that with his channel, which is, it's filled with his podcast content. It's filled with gear and equipment content. It's filled with content like, how to start a podcast, how to make and take great videos and photos, and just his channel has a lot of stuff to do with that. But he also implemented a new side of his channel, which is talking about Teslas. And so, inspired by that, I might on this channel talk a little bit more about Disneyland and Disney World. I think that would be something really, really fun. But yeah, so yeah, let's go to the chat. I know it's been a minute. Oh, and speaking of Jared, here we go. Sorry I'm late. Thank you, Jared, for being here. Appreciate you, my man. We will see you tomorrow on the stream, and I can't wait for that. Nice. Smuggler Steel said, wait, they're turning Darth Vader's crash pad into a B&B. Yes, exactly, they are.
Yes, they are.
Um, never do that again. Wait, are you talking about?
You're talking about this?
Oh, that's funny. Here you go. Yeah, Smuggler Steel loves the idea of the Star Wars hotel experience, but the rumored pricing, yeah, we'd all have to sell a kidney. Yeah, Chito Chan, by the way, shout out to you, Chito Chan. Thank you for being here. Says I would stay there and then leave crying because I would want to stay there forever. You know what's funny? That's so true because when we were in Star Wars
hired.
Land,
Get
what's
hired
that?
at Disneyland. Get
And
hired by Disney.
Exactly. I will say though that like when we were at Disneyland and we were in Star Wars Land, I didn't want to leave. Like I could have been there the whole entire time. And
I mean,
I can only imagine this hotel.
We spent like a solid 6 hours in campus without realizing that we like had moved like 200 feet the entire day, and like then we spent the rest of the day like as soon as we finished Rise, like we spent a good solid like 3 to 4 hours in Galaxy's Edge. So like it's very easy to get lost.
Smuggler Steel says, "Okay, sell both my kidneys and enjoy the last 2 days on Earth." That's hilarious. The other thing, guys, is the one. You know what would be entirely worth this whole experience is the retractable lightsaber that will be. I don't know if it's going to be available, but it will be shown there at the Voyage experience. But I'm assuming it's also going to be sold there. And if that's my only way to get there and be able to buy a lightsaber that retracts, I will sell both. I'm going to have to sell both the kidneys.
You wouldn't have to. These prices aren't much different than the Grand Californian.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually a good point.
So it won't price out most people, as Arterian was saying. Yeah.
But Artie Arian does make a good point that the super fans will be there. The super fans will be there, and exactly right. And the super Disney goers will be there. So you've got two super types of fans that will show up. And I think Disney's banking on the fact that the more, and plus, watch, if you think about it, right? If they send someone like us, like Filmtopia, we vlog the whole experience, or we come back and we give it a raving review, then what does that mean for people that just aren't super fans or aren't super theme park goers? They're going to,
it gets out to communities and it gets more reach out there and influence the go. Also, Grand California, the cheapest rooms are like $660 right now. Yeah. So the pricing for this is, while it is way more expensive, like if you have to remember you're doing 2 nights too. Yeah. So that whole thing is 2 nights. The price you're paying is for 2 nights. Yeah. So it's actually cheaper than the Grand California.
That's kind of true. Let's see. Claybear says, "What's up, Claybear? By the way, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are in the world." Claybear says, "I got a kidney for sale. Anyone buying right now?" I'll talk to you later about that. We'll DM about that. But actually, that goes ahead and it transitions us to one more topic that we're going to talk about, and that is actually the new thing that came out. And it's actually, I posted about it over on Instagram on the story. So if you aren't following us on Instagram or on the socials, make sure to do that. Disneyland in Anaheim, California, has rolled out the 4-tier Magic Key annual pass, which is just a replacement for the annual passes of Yonder, of old. And so the prices range anywhere from $3.99 to $13.99 US American dollars. And while, if you were to pay that up front, that is a boatload of money. But one of the things that
they do have the payment plans, which is super, super sick.
Yeah, and actually, a better visual for this will be
I think you have the photo pulled up on one of your other pages. I could be wrong.
It's right here. Oh, actually, here we go. Captain Carter. Let's see. We'll get all the details that we need right here. Okay, here we go. So, on this part, you get to choose your key, and I really like the marketing. I think them taking away the former annual passes to substitute it with this type of like marketing uh thing is pretty cool. So they got the Dream Key that is 13.99, and that one's basically no blackout dates. You can hold up to 6 park reservations at a time. 20% off select merchandise, 15% off select food and beverage, and theme park parking included. That is, I mean, for 13.99, if you are an avid Disney goer, I actually got to say that is a pretty reasonable thing for a year's worth of Disneyland.
So if you go
Um,
once a month to Disneyland and you're
yeah,
park hopping,
yeah,
that's like about 200 per trip,
yeah,
not including parking, not including what you get discounts and everything.
yeah,
If you go once a month for a whole year, that's $2,400 on
yeah,
tickets alone,
yeah,
and another 12, not 12, another like 400 on parking,
yeah,
because it's like $50 to park per day, and you're going 12 times.
yeah.
Um,
And if you break it down into, for the Dream Key at least, right? If you break it down into payments, which they will allow for 12 months for actually for California residents,
California
some,
residents,
something to
but
keep
you
in
have to put a
mind.
179 down payment. So
Yeah,
you're paying for one ticket, and then
yeah,
from there on, you're paying 102 a month.
yeah. And dude, it is a lot of money, but I'm just talking about for the avid goers. That's a steal in my opinion for the avid goers.
If you go once a month, you already made more than your money's worth back.
Yep. The Believe Key is 9.49, and that's you can have up to 6 park reservations at one time. You get 10% off merchandise, 10% off food and beverage, and then 50% off theme park parking. And actually, the one that this one is replacing, actually, the one prior to it though did have free parking. So that's one thing they did change was you are gonna have to pay for at least 50% of the parking. The Enchant Key, you get up to 4 park reservations. You get 10% off merchandise and 10% off select food and beverage. By the way, did the other one say select? Oh yeah. So it's not all merchandise and it's not all food. It's select merchandise and food. And then you have the Imagine Key that I believe is only available to Southern California residents. So if you live in LA and under, you are a Southern California resident, and you get up to 2 park reservations, 10% off select food and food and beverage. But check this out. If you were to break it up into payments after your 179 down payment, it's $20 a month. Like that even that's
You're
like
paying $30 a month for Disneyland plus
yeah.
Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Like what?
That's pretty cool. And it goes back, and you know what though? And that goes back to that notion that I have, which is imagine once that theory of mine comes true of the whole movie theater stuff, when Disney has their own movie theaters, like imagine the types of deals and stuff they're going to be able
Oh
to
my
package
gosh.
with your, like I think this key thing is leading to way more than just the park. This key thing is going to be you'll soon see it'll say included Disney Plus bundle or you
It'll
get
like have
access.
like a free hotel visit or whatever. Like you'll get like discounts on hotels and stuff, and like there's so many things that they can do with this moving forward. Um, Having more premieres at Disneyland, that could be included as part of your key level, and if you're
Yeah,
at the top level, then you can get into the red carpet premiere or whatever new Disney movie is coming out,
yeah,
and or like if Avengers Campus having a Marvel movie premiered in Avengers Campus, like,
yeah.
and you have
Wow.
the top tier key, so you can go watch it
Yeah.
or whatever it is.
And yeah, this is you know what, another thing that came to mind, and I don't know if many of you are familiar with this, but I will say this just to have it on record: the NFTs are coming. The
Yes.
NFT integration in all this is coming. So yeah, just keep that in mind. If you want buy this or anything, you can become a Magic Key holder starting August 25th. So right now you have the time to kind of plan and just figure out where it is you lie in all of this.
And where all your debt's gonna be.
Exactly. I have currently, I guess, that I'm extremely blessed right now that the fact that Disneyland I feel is a part of this channel, right? And so if I were to get whichever key I end up getting, I think it would be very well. It's a benefit for not only me but for the channel, and that's what's exciting is like to think that movies and just like pop culture and stuff is my livelihood, our livelihood. Like that's so cool. Like never in my mind when I was a little kid did I think this was actually going to be real. But wow, thank you to all of you. You are all the reason why this is possible. So big thank you. But I will say this. I'm a little disappointed they don't have that. Disney did not include this key right here. I am I am disappointed. I wanted my Kingdom Hearts key. That would have been the top seller for sure. Yeah, so Disney, if you are listening, please put that one out and I promise you we will buy it. But anyways, yeah, so today, let's see. Smuggler Steel. I see Coffee Talking Tech is in the house. What's going on, Coffee Talking Tech? John, thank you for being here. Everybody, definitely go check out Coffee Talking Tech's channel. And Coffee Talking Tech, I still haven't DM'd you the thing I need to DM you, so I will be doing that very soon. Smuggler Steel says, I live smack dab in the middle of both Disney parks, aka in Missouri. I've managed one trip to Disney World as a kid. These deals aren't for people like me, honestly, but it's cool that they are offering it. Yes. You know, should I say it? Should I say it on stream? So, one thing that I was thinking, and I was like, man, because we still have to do the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, and we're gonna have many more giveaways throughout the lifespan of this channel. But I was thinking, I'm like, man, I remember how much fun we had in Disneyland. And so why not spread that fun to someone else? And so I'm thinking for a future giveaway, possibly doing something along those lines of getting someone that like lives in Missouri, maybe help them out with at least the ticket to get over to either park. But I don't know. Just throwing that out there. Let me know in the chat if you guys would be interested in a giveaway that had something to do with Disneyland or Disney World. I am pondering it as we speak. And like I said, we still haven't done the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, which we will be doing very soon. It's just I want to get into what if. And I know that's where, a lot of the Filmtopians congregate. And I just want to be able to it's going to be a better experience if we do it during the what if season. But yes, so let's see. Claybear says, love the horns to Smuggler Steel. Well, check it out, Claybears. Make sure to go check out the Discord. I think it's under the Loki channel. Mm-hmm. Smuggler Steel has a super awesome photo, all cosplayed from head to toe. So you got to go check it out. Coffee Talking Tech says, yes, Ricky, I would actually like to meet with you if we could. Perfect. Sounds good, John. We will do that. But yeah, man. So, Jonah, I think did we get through the stuff we were going to talk about today?
We got through everything besides the biggest topic of them all.
Oh yeah. How about you tell the people? What that big topic is? So
I don't know.
No.
In all seriousness though, there's been a few promo videos dropping for What If today, so
yeah. If you guys have not seen, there are some videos now. There are some promos for What If, Captain Carter, Steve Rogers, and Bucky. Yes, you heard that right. And while I can't necessarily show it on stream right now, I definitely encourage you to go watch it afterwards. But essentially, it's Captain Carter, it's Steve Rogers' Hydra Stomper, and Bucky. And here,
I
what I
like
can do is show some screenshots. So I won't play the video, but I will show you guys. So that right there, my friends, is Steve Rogers. Yes, you heard that right. Let's see, play a little bit of it. In your favorite part.
No, it was not that one. That
No?
one
Oh.
actually was fine. I was fine with that one.
Peggy, now you owe me one.
So there's that, and then you get one more. Who's that right there?
My boy.
Second, she's friends with that Hydra Stomper?
I think I'm friends with him too.
I will say though, that to me was the best voice in this little promo was Bucky Barnes, Sebastian Stan. Again, I don't know what it is, but when stuff goes animated, it's kind of weird. But sometimes
Haley's
the voices
voicing was a little weird in this.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Towards at like the beginning, like when Steve first arrives. But besides that, it was good. So I'm excited for this. There was another one that was dropped that has from Entertainment Today that has like the timeline breaking off.
From who?
Like from Loki. Entertainment Today.
Is it a spoiler or is this actual
This is an actual clip of like I don't know if it's an actual spoiler or not, but or Entertainment Tonight, sorry. Entertainment Tonight.
I was like, I don't know Entertainment Today. Okay, yeah, if it's on Entertainment Tonight, then it is. Here we go. E.T.
It's from an hour ago. So I might have to scroll a little.
Here,
There it
this
is.
one?
Yep.
Snaps.
Every
Is that Jeffrey?
reality is not a straight line.
Oh, look
Every
at
passing
that.
moment is a chance for a new offshoot.
Oh, yes, yes. And then with the confirmation yesterday from the writer about how this is canon, oh, dude, I got chills again. Like, listen to this. I don't know how much I can play, but I'll play a little bit more.
A new variation.
Oh,
In fact, there are more realities than you can possibly fathom. An infinite number of what ifs.
oh my God. Dude.
That timeline. Go back like half a second.
Dude, look at that. That is hype, bro. That is just absolute hype.
That's the main takeaway from this minute thing. Is
I'll have to watch the rest later, but man, I could live with just this. This is perfect. Again, I'm a huge fan of the multiverse concept, not only in Marvel but just in general in life. You know, right now there's probably a Ricky in another multiverse and a Jonah in another universe where Jonah's hair is like super dark and black and mine is dirty blonde. I'm wearing a Captain Carter shirt. Yeah, that's the
I
funny
mean,
part.
you might be wearing a Captain Carter shirt soon.
Very true.
We don't know.
Very true. And then when I do that in the multiverse, the other multiversal us are wearing Captain America shirts. That's funny. Let's see. I see. Smuggler Steel says, "Oh no! A trip to Disney Park? How awful!" Reverse psychology engaged. Let's see. Los is in the house. Love to see Los. Carlos, thank you for being here. Good morning to you as well. Loves to see your picture in here all the time. Let's see. The animation for the series looks so beautiful. It absolutely does, 100%. Okay, here we go. Kleber has a theory, which is the Watcher is Stan Lee in Watcher form. That is
I like that. I like that.
That is a badass Guardian theory.
That would be a nice way to pay homage to him as a final, not as a final, but like as like a cameo kind of thing.
Yeah.
That he's not voiced by himself because he passed on. So he like I don't know what he transcended into his Watcher form.
Yeah.
Which is now voiced by
Jeffrey
uh,
Wright.
Jeffrey Wright. There we go.
Wow.
That's what it is, and
That
that's
would
how
be
you
so
pay
cool,
homage
man.
to Stan Lee one last time.
I love that theory, Kleber. As I said, we don't curse on the channel, but what I could say is that that is a badass Guardian theory. Badass Guardian theory. There you go. Let's see. Spoiler Steel says usually the evil twin has a beard. Eyes Ricky. I love this one. Dominic says the alternate Filmtopia covers more DC than Marvel. In one multiverse, yes. In one timeline, one variant does do that. Oh man, that's too funny. But yeah, man, What If is looking amazing. I'm so glad you brought this up, bro. I think this is an ET exclusive. Yeah, this feels like it.
You should just let it play. Just let it play. Just let it play for a moment.
Yeah, and I don't think I'll get copyrighted for this because I don't think this is a
You
YouTube
won't.
video. Yeah, this is an ET video.
I'm Jeffrey Wright, and as the voice of the Watcher in Marvel's...
It's a little loud.
I'm Jeffrey Wright, and as the voice of the Watcher... In fact, there are more realities than you can possibly fathom. An infinite number of what-ifs. I'm Jeffrey Wright, and as the voice of the Watcher in Marvel's What If, I can see what few others can. The totality of the multiverse across all time and space. The stories you thought you knew are nothing like you remember. Familiar faces in unfamiliar roles. The captain.
Women aren't soldiers.
Howard, get ready. Agent Carter!
No one expected. And foes who became friends. Wow, I did not see that coming.
I need to break this down. There was so much in that last, 3 seconds. Oh my gosh.
Dude.
Captain.
Women aren't soldiers.
Howard, get ready. Agent Carter!
No one expected.
Oh, pause it right there, real quick. That scene looks like the whole thing was exploding around them or on fire.
Like right here, right? Like they're trying to get out of there really quick.
Well,
they're
no,
gonna do this.
they were planning on doing this with Steve, and then something happened, and so now the place is about to go down, and Peggy is I'm getting in, and gets in as the place is burning down. So that's exciting.
Yeah. Oh man, I got chills just thinking about how cool this is. Smuggler Steel says, P.S. The August 25th episode for What If is the Loki on Earth episode. I admit it. I can't wait for that one. Yes, give me
You are one of
more
many.
Loki.
You are one of many who cannot wait for that one.
Claver says, whoa. Yes, that was Michael B. Jordan saving Tony Stark. Eric Killmonger. Check this out, and it is actually going to be the voice.
It's actually Michael B. Jordan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm so excited, bro.
Dude, do you remember the theory I told you?
Yeah, go ahead and maybe tell the people.
Well, the theory also could just be that he's this version.
Yeah, the multiversal.
That Killmonger is alive. There's multiple theories going around of what's going to happen with Black Panther. There's been set photos leaked. Don't look at them if you don't want to look at them and get something spoiled for you. But there's rumors that Michael B. Jordan's Killmonger is still alive and that he'll be taking up the mantle post Chadwick. Whether it be this version that we see in What If, or whether it be because T'Challa shoved a Kamoyo bead in his wound at the end of Black Panther.
Yeah.
And then they put him in cryo freezing so he can heal. I think Killmonger is still alive.
You know, another way to Blue's Clues all this is I got to start following Michael B. Jordan or kind of seeing what he does on Instagram, his stories. I saw him at one of Bronny's games with Drake. So Drake was with Michael B. Jordan. He looked very scruffy, but he didn't look as buff. You know what I'm saying? He didn't look movie role buff. So
Mhm.
I don't know if it's the way like it works with their set and stuff is that he'll come in like a few months after they already started because they've started production.
Yeah.
They've started production. So it could be that he just comes in at a later time. But I'm pretty excited. I really, really want I really want to see Michael B. Jordan back in the MCU. Yes, Smuggler Steel, thank you for laying this out. So it's August 11th is Captain Carter. August 18th is T'Challa as Star-Lord. August 25th is Loki. And honestly, so people in the like movie commentary community, some channels, some people have been already given access to watch the first 3. And that's crazy, dude. That's 1/3 of the season.
Mhm.
That's 1/3 of the season. Hopefully one day that could be us. And we can like bring you like some awesome news and awesome stuff and really tell you the truth if it's good or not. But I think it's going to be really good. And Claybird Travel says, throw this in there. What if Tony creates Iron Killmonger? And again, we've only seen select parts of what they're wanting to show us. I think the craziest is to come.
Yep,
And
definitely. Also, if you go to 54 seconds, it's like a freeze frame kind of thing, though. Like this is where everything is just like. This is where everything like gets really quick with it.
Yeah. So
go back a little more.
Or...
There's 2 things before that. There's that. There's that. That's what I was gonna say. Tony Stark actually has a heart attack. From the looks of it, like you know
That's
how he was having like
crazy.
heart problems and stuff in
Yep.
Iron Man 2. He actually has it. That's what that one is. And
That's
then
a deep cut, bro.
there's Thor. There's someone grabbing Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
And then there is Black Widow, Nick Fury, Rumlow, and the rest of that squad. And then after that, there's Ant-Man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but this is Ant-Man if he were the Wasp, would you say? Like
this is probably decapitated Scott Lang.
Got you.
Because there is a decapitated Scott Lang in a previous trailer.
Well, here's the thing. So immediately I got Wasp and Yellow Jacket vibes.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is. Is like probably Yellow Jacket or the Wasp.
Dairy Queen.
Let's see. Hold on.
The next frame. Dairy
DQ,
Queen.
yeah.
I don't know who that is though.
I mean that's supposed to be or
is that Scott? Is that Peter?
It's supposed to be whoever's gonna be what we just saw, which is whatever that Ant-Man or Yellow Jacket Wasp person is. But I don't know who that is.
And Yondu in the Collector's Vault.
Yep.
And then the Destroyer armor powering up.
Wow, dude, this is crazy.
And that's it.
Why was it more than 10 seconds? Oh, because of this. Oh, and guys, by the way, this is my favorite part of their branding right now. See Yondu's
arrow, yeah.
Arrow, look at it, and it does.
Oh,
the Disney
also,
Plus thing.
Speaking of What If, they released Peggy Carter's Legacy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it's called. Legends. They released her Legends thing. The Marvel Studios Legends episode for her.
Yeah.
And it doesn't include anything from Agent Carter.
Hey, but isn't Coulson in this? Coulson is supposedly in What If, and considering, right? Well, he's already. I know he's canon, but I'm just saying, like, that opens the door though for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to be canon because it could live in a multiverse.
It could. Very much could.
Yeah. So, with that said, though, man, today's
an hour into the poll.
Oh snaps! I totally forgot about that. Hold on. What are we at? Okay, so we've got a 58% win, I believe, for should we do a watch party for the Suicide Squad tomorrow? Wow, and we got 19 votes, guys. That's a lot of votes. Thank you for that.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. That is so cool. So definitely people trickle in and trickle out, but they definitely, appreciated the poll. And you know what? Here's the thing. I think tomorrow doing a watch party for the Suicide Squad would be pretty fun. Again, I don't want to watch it alone. So why not watch it with all of you? I think this is going to be super, super cool. And I'll end the poll right now. We are now at 60%, 20 votes. So whoever just voted, woo, good on ya.
Your vote matters.
Your vote matters, definitely. And
we'll see you guys tomorrow night.
We'll see you guys tomorrow night. No, most definitely, most definitely. I do want to say thank you, everyone that was here today. I know today wasn't the past two shows have been awesome with Emma, with Heather, and then with the vlogs weaving in and out throughout the show. Tomorrow we will get back to that. On Wednesdays, as I said, Wednesdays are going to be a little different. They're going to be a little bit more laid back, a more just kind of open topic type of thing. And so yeah, so keep that in mind. And also Wednesdays, we won't ever really be having guests on. Wednesdays are reserved for us being able to talk about
what
if. Like, so we will always be doing watch parties. As far as Disney Plus is concerned, they told us that Disney Plus shows will now be debuted on Tuesday nights going into Wednesdays, or Wednesdays at midnight.
At least Marvel will be debuted on those. I think that's so that they can also release more Star Wars content at the same time as Marvel. So Mandalorian will still be on the Fridays, but then their Marvel content will be on the Wednesdays. So that way they can release the same thing and not divide their fandoms.
Yeah. And to that point, until that day comes where Thursdays really come back in full force like that for Book of Boba Fett, until then, just remember Wednesdays are more laid back, no guests. And yeah. So with that said, everybody, thank you for the awesome show today. Thank you for the interaction. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. I will say, go check out, I'll do it one more time, but go check out, where is it? Go check out Captain Filmtopia. I don't know who they are, but again, I appreciate the love. The love is real, and I'm very flattered. So go check that out, and also make sure to go check out Felipe. Felipe is our graphic designer. He is right now open to taking on a few more jobs, and so make sure to go check him out. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is
his
it
stuff
right here.
should be linked.
So his stuff is linked, but also this is the profile that you should be looking for. Just message him, follow him, and send him some love. And if you have any projects that you are looking to get done, definitely reach out to him. And we love Felipe, man. Love Felipe. So
and Felipe, if you're watching this, put Rick over every character in the Suicide Squad trailer.
We're on that. We're on that. No, what's funny is, like, I told him a few weeks back, I'm like, hey, bro, you know, if you just something comes to mind, do it. Don't even wait for like me to like suggest it, or just do it. And like I said, yesterday I just woke up, or I saw the phone, and it's me on Polka Dot with polka dots.
I'm still waiting for the portals scene, Felipe.
Yeah, that's funny. Yes, so Emma says, watch party, let's go. Yes, watch party is going to be in full effect tomorrow night. Lo says it's an HBO release. Yes, that's where I will be watching it, HBO Max. I'll do the same thing I do for all the other watch parties, which is put a timer, and we can all watch it at the same time. I will be, again, watching it on HBO Max. I wish I could have gone to theaters, but that's not in my cards right now.
Bold
Ulysses
prediction.
says, yeah.
Bold prediction.
Go ahead.
Surprise watch party. 200 subscribers tomorrow night.
Oh, that's a bold prediction, bro. I don't know about that one.
I do.
I'll do. Hey, man, at the end of the day, if more Filmtopians want to trickle in, please, thank you.
Hey, they will.
Thank you so much.
Well, you're going to put this word out there that Suicide Squad's happening.
Suicide Squad. Yeah, that's true. Well, hey, man, at the end of the day, I'm super grateful for whoever comes in. If tomorrow's 200, it's 200. If it's 2,000, it's 2,000. If it's 2, it's 2. At the end of the day, they are Filmtopians, and they are always welcome. Cannot wait. The Suicide Squad is going to be bonkers. Coffee Talk in Tech says, I always vote for more live shows. There we go. Appreciate you. Yeah, you got your own awesome live show, John. That it's so fun to watch. Ulysses says, that was me. That's who voted for, I think, the 20th time. Yeah, we're at 20 votes. So you were the 20th vote. Let's see. Smuggler Steel says, I love both styles shows, but I think the chat shows are great. Chilling is awesome. Yes. I like I said, I appreciate the chat so much. that I'm very, very happy that I get to talk to you like this. With that said, everybody, thank you everybody for the support. Thank you, Ulysses, for the super chat. Thank you for voting. Jonah, thank you for co-hosting today and being awesome. I know there's gonna be a few weeks where we don't get to see you as often, but whenever you do get a chance to, do your thing, because you were gonna finish out this week, right? You went hard this week.
This week I have I'm here this whole week, and then I'll be back 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now. Yeah. So have fun with whoever is co-hosting next week.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of chaos that brings. Let's see. So Smuggler says, "Have an enchanted day, everyone." And yeah, most definitely and very, very fitting coming from you, Smuggler Steel. Enchanted. But thank you, everybody. We will catch you tomorrow. Tomorrow, Jared Spink is our special guest. We are going to talk about a lot of things, have a great conversation. And if you have not already checked out, I will actually link Jared Spink's channel down below on this video right now. And as a matter of fact, before I leave, let me do that really quick right now. And that is the podcast episode that I did with him. Jared Spink podcast episode. Okay, let me do this really quick, because if not, it's so you guys can go check it out right now. It's kind of weird. My internet's either slow because of the stream or something, or my RAM. Okay, where am I? The Hive Podcast, episode 59, Ricky Acosta, aka Filmtopia. As a matter of fact, here, how about you check this out? This is Jared Spink's channel. Yeah, so this is Jared Spink's channel.
Yep.
And if you guys see the Hive Podcast, it's been going on for a year now plus, and I was lucky to be episode number 59. And oh man, that's so cool. That is so cool. Okay, how do I copy? Okay, copy. And then we'll go to this.
Check your Instagram.
Oops.
Just so that you know that it's really not me.
I'll check right now. Oh god, I don't know what to. All right, everybody, I'm saving it, and all right. So right now, Jared's channel, it should be in the chat if you either refresh or whatever the case is. Jared Spink, the podcast I did with him is live. It's in the description down below. And Jonah wants me to check Instagram really quick, and there you go. It says Captain Filmtopia has tagged you in a post. Let's see what that is about. Let's go. Oh gosh. There you go. Captain Filmtopia. There was a surprise guest today, and you know the vibes. Thank you for having me today. Much more content to come. That's hilarious, man. Like I said, flattered. Please keep it positive. Please keep it exciting, and make sure to keep it good. All right, don't go off the rails.
Or do.
Let's see. Oh, nice. Tom Buck just got here at the end, but I'm excited for Jared tomorrow. Yes, Jared Spink will be tomorrow's guest, and as I said, the podcast I did with him is linked down below. But also, I also want to point out that this person right here, Tom, will also be a guest coming Monday. This coming Monday, you will see Tom Buck on this channel. So, with that said, I think it's a great place to wrap up. Let's go ahead and just let's sign off, Jonah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. Awesome show today. We will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jared Spink will be our guest around 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But until then, we will talk a lot about movies, and you might get to see a little bit more Disneyland footage. So, I don't know. Maybe. Or maybe we'll have something else. So, with that said, everybody, Jonah.
Let's do it.
Vibes, baby. Vibes. All right, everybody. Peace out, and we will catch you on the next one. I'm trying to find the outro. Oh, gosh, I can't find the outro. Oh, Rick. Okay, everybody, now bye.
Random outro.
Random outro. Peace.
Gosh, I love movies.